Why do so many characters wear white gloves? You may not have noticed this fact, but many cartoon characters wear white gloves, such as Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and many other characters, including Bugs Bunny, Andy Rose, and others. Is it fashion or just an idea of the artists? Or maybe it was done on purpose. But why? The answer: there are 3 reasons for this. The first reason: the gloves do not contain many details, such as the palms or hands. This saves time. The second reason: white gloves are perfectly visible against the dark background. The third reason is the gloves help to humanize the characters. We see animals and birds wearing gloves, and they are much closer to us than the natural world. The use of white gloves is Walt Disney's idea. The first character to try this accessory was, of course, Mickey Mouse. It happened in 1929 in a cartoon. Here is what Walt Disney himself said to his biographer in 1957. He also said it was very easy to draw the white gloves, as all the characters were almost the same. In addition, the hands were not lost against the background of the dark object, but rather contrasted favorably with it. Now we will talk about Mr. Krabs. How much does Mr. Krabs gain from his restaurant?
I've landed in money nirvana! My wildest dreams finally come true!
Everyone who watched the animated series SpongeBob knows that Mr. Krabs is the most greedy character obsessed with money, and in many episodes, we can see that this crab has a lot of money. But how rich is Krabs? To answer this question, it is worth starting from the very beginning of his career. In 1970, Mr. Krabs had around $8 million, which is quite a high amount of money. But it is worth considering that this happened in 1970. And if we consider the value of the dollar at that time, it would be worth around $1,200,000. Mr. Krabs decided to buy the Roasty Krabs nursing home and rename it Krusty Krab after drawing the letter K. Let's say that out of his current capital, Krabs has set aside about $500,000 to rebuild and refit the building. And now the time he's starting the restaurant, his net worth is $700,000. How much does Mr. Krabs gain from his restaurant annually? It is not difficult to calculate how much income our business brings. We know the work schedule, which means that considering holidays and weekends, we get 40 to 64 working hours per year. We also considered that among our workers, only Squidward and SpongeBob, who of course are the most greedy president in the world, would pay a minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. All we need to know is the number of clients. Since it is the most popular restaurant in town, let's assume that each of the 538 residents visits it twice a week, and the average demand, based on commodity prices, is about $5. We have all the data to calculate that the Krusty Krabs brings in $217,000 annually. Krabs expenses. It should be noted that Krusty Krabs is not the most peaceful place, and for the same various expenses, such as repairing a restaurant after the adventures of SpongeBob and other things, that will be 50%. Also, in 1990, Krabs gave birth to a daughter, and on average, one parent spends about $13,000 a year for each child. Thus, by 2023, Krabs will have spent $381,000. Well, after long calculations, it's time to recap. The starting capital after the purchase was $700,000. We add $5,100,000 as income for 49 years of the restaurant. Subtract $381,000 for the daughter, and we get that at the moment. Mr. Krabs has a fortune of $700,000 well. What do you think? Could Mr. Krabs have that much money? Feel free to tell me in the comments.
First of all, congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money.
The Simpsons.
Simpsons family adventure of all time.
The Simpsons is one of the greatest animated shows of all time and the entire house of future predictions. This cartoon show has really blown our minds by predicting the future many times during its wonderful 31-year run. But have you ever thought, why is everyone in Springfield yellow? From Homer to Lisa, is it just a coincidence for all of our favorite characters? According to Matt Groening, creator of the Simpsons characters, he was flustered when he came up with an idea to make his creations stand out among the crowd of animated shows. An animator showed him the color yellow, and Matt's creative mind knew instantly that this bright yellow would be his Simpsons identity. And you know he was right when he only saw the yellow color. You'll realize you're watching The Simpsons. Well, here we have reached the end of the video. Remember to press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button. Thank you, and goodbye.